Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you a new video in my series Building Nancy Drew in The Sims 4. Today we are doing another apartment build for a character whose home we do not get to see in-game, and this apartment is another one that was requested by one of you lovely fellow detectives. It's an apartment for Tino Balducci. Or we could say it like Nancy does in White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Tino Balducci. I just love that. And we know Nancy says it because he's a tough character, you know? If you were to meet Tino in real life, I feel like he would be one of those people that's honestly really difficult to get along with, really difficult to just talk to in general. He shows up for the first time in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, so this is actually the second video in a row with a Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon character, which I think just speaks to how great the characters are in that game, in that they were requested frequently for these kinds of builds. But anyway, Tino is one of the characters that we love to hate, and I think it's because he is easily one of the most narcissistic characters in the series. He is just incredibly frustrating. He is so full of himself, and yet underneath all of that, it is very clear to see that he is a deeply insecure person. So he's using that as a cover. He's using his big-headedness as a coping strategy because he does not feel confident about himself. So I really wanted to try and convey that in this apartment. I wanted everything to feel kind of grody and grungy, and there are only a couple of nice things. So I think Tino, honestly, I think he has a hard time in general, right? So he is living in this not very nice apartment. It's kind of dirty. There's some cracks in the walls that I start to add. It's kind of messy. It's not very new. It's just not super nice. It's not super cute. He hasn't put a lot of time and effort into decorating it. It's cluttered. And I think he works as a police officer. So he's not making millions, it's a good standard job. He's doing just fine, but I think he wants to be a lot more successful than he is. So when he gets his 15 minutes of fame that we learn about in the game, that makes him think that now he's worthy, but that definitely doesn't make him worthy because everyone is questioning it. His stopping of the bank robbers definitely isn't as impressive as it seems. His fame is very fleeting and it's not going to last for very long, but it's like this symbol of achievement that he's been desperately trying to get. And that's why I got him this giant TV, because I figured after he had this moment of success, he probably did end up with a few checks because reporters would want to talk to him, TV shows would want to talk to him and stuff like that. So he would get kind of a little bit of extra cash to spend, and the first thing he would do is spend it on a huge status symbol. So he would get himself this massive flat screen TV, and he would tell everyone about it, right? He would go around and tell all the other cops about this TV that he got and show them pictures of his TV. But I don't think he, before that point, had a lot of spending cash. I don't think he really cared to put time and effort into his apartment because I don't think he feels great about himself, and he would only put time, money, and effort into things that other people would see. So I don't think he would invite people over to his apartment, hardly at all, because he wouldn't be proud of it, and he wouldn't do little things to try and make it feel nice. He would buy expensive hair care products and expensive shoes, and he would put all his money into getting a really expensive car so that when he goes to work or when he goes out to a bar to get a drink, all of that kind of stuff, he looks super successful, but then he comes home and he throws all his clothes on the floor, and his counters are so cluttered there's not even room to cook. He doesn't cook for himself. He orders pizza, or he does microwave breakfast burritos, which are great. They are fantastic. But what I'm saying is that he does that all the time. He doesn't feel like he's in a place where he wants to take care of himself or can take care of himself. I really empathize with Tino Balducci, and that's why he's one of the characters that I say we love to hate, because he's so interesting. He's just awful. He's truly so frustrating to deal with in the game, but there's so much depth to him, and that's what I love about a lot of the characters in the earlier Her Interactive Nancy Drew games, is that the characters have so much depth that they really do feel like a real person. Tino Balducci feels like a real person to me, and I can feel bad for him, and I can design him this apartment and feel like he totally would live here. Like, I can't imagine Tino Balducci like having a really nice couch and having a really nice apartment and knowing how to put effort and joy into his exterior when he has so much work to do on his interior, you know? Deep. Welcome to Psychological Musings with Wizard Kitten for your Wednesday video this week. And you know, 2020 has messed with all of us, and that's where our headspaces go now, is we have these very deep, maybe sometimes dark-ish, but honestly it's not even dark. It's like we need to talk about these things because they're important. We all go through hard times, and Tino Balducci's going through a hard time. He does seem better in White Wolf of Icicle Creek when he returns as a character. He seems to have had a little bit of growth, which is good. Speaking of 2020, this year is close to coming to an end, and it is possible, we can hope, that 2021 will be a better year. And so to help usher it in, I will be doing a stream on New Year's Eve, so the day after this video posts on December 31st at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to start streaming. I won't be streaming late into the night, but it's still something that I hope maybe you'll look forward to on New Year's Eve. I know going out and going to parties is not really a safe option, and a lot of people maybe don't have plans or people that they want to spend the holiday with, so please feel free to come spend it with us, even if it's earlier in the evening. I'm very excited for that stream, so hopefully I'll see some of you there. It's just going to be nice to kind of refresh our minds and hopefully get into a 2021 mindset. It would be hard for 2021 to match the atrocities of 2020, but we'll have to see. We'll just have to kind of hope. We'll have to hope and we'll have to dream, and I'm excited to usher in the new year. I do genuinely think that things can get better, so that is good. Hopefully things can get better for Tino Balducci as well, and he can feel more confident in himself and more confident in his little apartment. But we're finishing up the bathroom here, the bedroom already done, the kitchen and living room and little dining nook, little laundry nook already done as well. I am really happy with how this turned out. It's by no means a cute apartment, but I do think it suits Tino Balducci, but you should let me know down in the comments what you think. We are moving on to the screenshots here very soon. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Nancy Drew and Sims 4 content. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.